Welcome to Double A week number 6.
Number 6 already, isn't that
Yeah,
crazy,
I
man?
know it's been
Time's
flying
flying by.
by. Andrew, Aiden, and yeah, man. So last week, how did we do overall?
Last week, man, it was a really good week for me. I know for sure. I don't know about.
I think for
Well,
me it was a hit and miss kind of week, but
yeah, I
it's
was
been
on a roll there with my finished out the week with 4 straight correct picks there, and even my hit picks were pretty good. 5 out of 7 throughout the week. Our guest John, unfortunately, he did not fare so well.
oh shit, yeah, I'm looking that up
Yeah,
right now. Um, yeah, dang, Newts, I'm sorry, man, but man, that was only like half correct. Like, well,
yeah.
yeah, overall that week for him.
Yeah, I actually looked at our scoreboard now. I've officially passed you
Hey,
by a bit there.
we should have technically. Hey, we should have technically counted that Masataka Yoshida hit, but
You know why? It's because it's a double header, and I was
doesn't
going off
matter.
of that
Still on
Sunday.
Sunday.
Sunday. It depends. You want to include it. We would have to include a game earlier on in the season that was delayed and then played the next day. Then one of my picks. Forget which one it
What week was
was.
that?
I think it was, or it might have been your pick even. The Diamondbacks one
Oh man,
got canceled.
why is there a fucking fly on the screen?
Yeah. All right, but let's get into this week's picks here. Who you got for today or tonight actually?
Oh, tonight, Monday, June 19th, man. We are already flying by through June. But man, tonight I got the Rangers run line against the Chicago White Sox at home
Oh
at
yeah.
Guaranteed Rate Field. This is a pretty easy pick if you ask me. You got Tanner Banks going out today. White Sox, left-handed like bullpen arm, 6'7", any kind
Yeah,
of
he's a
arm.
depth piece.
But
Used as a reliever last year, basically,
yeah,
exclusively.
yeah, but I mean, projects to like spend like most of his time in Triple A though every year.
Yeah.
Um, against
Andrew
Andrew
Heaney.
Heaney, a lefty who, do not get me wrong, White Sox crush, but right now overall as a team, White Sox offense has been more so like the Twins offense in disguise.
It's been mid,
Um,
man,
but
for the
yeah,
Midwest.
man, all I can say is that Tim Anderson, get your bum ass off my team. Seriously,
Yeah, take some
it's
accountability. What happened to that work ethic?
he has been fooling around a little bit too much. That's what's happening.
Yeah,
But anyway, though, well, we can talk about like that, candid,
yeah.
shit, later on. He said it like a podcast interview. But I think that the Rangers offense, who rakes, absolutely rakes. Literally, I think I saw that. I think I saw earlier today that the Rangers, like, like, uh, the Rangers are like the team who has scored 10 runs plus this year, I think the most or second most
Yeah,
out of
but I think they have
any team.
the most runs scored. Their offense has been absolutely on fire. I mean, up to down on the lineup, man. I mean,
The
you're
rookies
getting
even
contributions
contributing
from
too.
Josh Young
Josh
has
Young,
been basically almost
Leody
all star.
Taveras.
I just picked Tavares up on my fantasy team. Seager and Semien, who they paid big bucks for last off season,
It's
have been
paying off.
phenomenal.
Yeah.
Both are going to make the All Star team. Adolis Garcia racking up the runs batted in. Nathaniel Lowe is good again. Jonah Heim, catcher. I mean, just everybody.
Nathaniel Lowe did get off to a really slow start though at first.
Yeah,
But he's picked it up in the past week or two. But
he's been raking.
also, can we please just say, as White Sox fan, Jake Berger to the All Star game, please.
He's going to be the White Sox representative most likely, unless it's Robert.
His bald head would look great in that
Oh
hat that I
yeah,
saw today on Twitter. That a possible All Star hat leak. I think I saw today on
yeah,
Twitter. That hat
he
would look so
would.
good on Jake Berger. But anyway, Rangers run line tonight expected to be 4-5 run over blowout. The Rangers win.
For tonight, I'm going with the Brewers money line. Corbin Burns. He's
Against Merrill, bro.
against everyone in America's favorite pitcher, Miro
Yes,
Kelly.
he's
I
so good.
still cannot get over how bad he pitched in the World Baseball Classic.
Okay, but man, that is a totally different stage than MLB
But
baseball.
Corbin Burns, he had a slow start to the season, but he has been lights out his past couple starts. He's a Cy Young Award winner. In my opinion, I think he's still the best pitcher in the game if you look at track record the past 2 years and this year as well. Corbin Burns at home, American Family Field. We were just there this past Friday.
Yeah,
It's a lot of fun. That D-backs lineup, it's not as it's a hitter-friendly ballpark, but it's not as spacious. Is friendly for triples and extra
yeah.
base hits, and speed as Chase Field is in Arizona. And I think that Brewer lineup, Roddy Teles hopefully could get the back going again. Christian Yelich, Joey Weimer's been pretty good the past week or so. So I'm going with the Brewers' money
Well,
tonight.
actually, so for my hit to pick, it comes from the Milwaukee Brewers as we talk about. My guy, one of like my personal favorite players to watch in the whole MLB, Willie Adames.
Oh
I
yeah,
love flashy,
he's got the
Willie the
flair, baby.
flashy Willie. But anyway, man, Willie has overall owned um Willie has overall earned no owned Errol Kelly throughout his career, and I think what I saw was today that Willie's career in I believe around 20 plate appearances against Errol Kelly of 400 over adding average.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
you know
You see
Willie
him
has
well.
seen him, I think, the best on Milwaukee, if not the second best. But yeah, so expect Willie to pick up that one hitter to tonight. Tonight at home against the Arizona Diamondbacks, who will win today, though.
For my hit pick, I'm going to take Jonathan India, man, with the luscious hair that he has. Man, am I jealous of that hair.
You used to
Against,
have it. I used to
yeah,
have
we
it
used
too
to have
at one
longer,
point.
yeah, we used to have longer hair before this podcast started. And India, I mean, the Reds have won 8 straight games. They've been the hottest team in the game. By the way, Joey Votto
Back
returns
tonight.
tonight.
Yep.
India had a great weekend in Houston. They're at home back at Great American Small Park, hitter-friendly ballpark against Austin Gomber of the Rockies. So Gomber's a southpaw. India's the right-handed hitter. I like that matchup a lot. India hits right in the heart of
Yeah,
that
that's a
order,
very good matchup.
and the team's been just on fire. So I'm going to India tonight to pick up a base knock or two against the Rockies.
Sounds like a plan. All right, let's go to Tuesday. Um, Tuesday. Would you like to
Yeah, I'll
announce your
start.
pick first, or do you want me to?
Yeah, I'll start. It's going to be Rangers White Sox. I'm going to take the Rangers run line,
Not
and they should be favored. But if you looked at this pitching matchup from last year, the White Sox would have been favored. It's going to be Dylan Cease tomorrow, Nathan Eovaldi, who's been
two
arguably,
two great
one of the
pitchers.
top 3 pitchers in the American League this year. Again, that Ranger lineup is just so good. Guaranteed Rate Field is a hitter-friendly ballpark, and you always talk about teams building their team for the ballpark that they play in. And what's funny is the Rangers team is built way better for guaranteed rate field than the White Sox team is. They hit the ball at the ballpark unlike the White Sox do. And Cease has gotten hit very hard this year, gives up a lot of hard contact.
Although
He did have a good start
his
though.
last two starts have been good against, I
Yeah.
believe, Miami and then
Yeah, and then the
LA.
Dodgers. Yeah, Miami, we were
Two
at
good
that game.
teams. Yeah.
Against Miami. But yeah, that start against the Dodgers, he had a lot of swing and miss. But when he does get hit, he gets hit hard on a team that's been scoldering the baseball this year. And actually, I'm gonna go with my home run pick in tomorrow's game, Corey Seager, who has been red hot. I'm gonna give you some statistics here that I just saw on Twitter. Since being activated off the injured list in 29 games, Seager is batting 364, 44 hits, and 121 at bats with 13 doubles, 9 home runs, 36 RBIs, an OPS of almost 1100, 1096. He's been hitting the ball so hard. His swing is just so beautiful to watch. And I mean, it's going to be a sunny day in Chicago tomorrow. Wind blowing, boom. That Ranger lineup, Corey
That park,
Seager,
man,
boom.
dude. That ballpark when it's hot and sunny out, in the summer flies
Oh
out.
yeah.
Yeah, oh my God, dude! Like, dude, balls fly out of there. I think that actually, I think that this week on the Chicago White Sox homestand, Andrew Benintendi might get his
Second,
second
yeah.
home run of the year against his former team, the Boston Red Sox, later
Oh
on
yeah. Battle of the
this week.
Sox.
But yeah, so anyway, but Tuesday I'm going to the north side of Chicago where I got the Cubs. I got the Cubs money line Tuesday against the Pittsburgh Pirates. As we know, ever since the end of April, beginning of May, the Pirates just have not been like that same team offensively as they were. Plus also losing at least a few pitchers, I think, due to starting pitching that
Yeah, I believe so. And I'm looking too. They've
they've
lost
been
6 straight games. They've won 2 out of their last 10.
yeah, it's looking like more so of that Pittsburgh Pirates 2023 season.
Kind
Like
of,
we were
yeah.
all kind of predicting and yeah, and that
Pittsburgh's
so
playing more like how we predicted them to play this year.
yeah, and
No
then
one expected them to be as good as they were in like April.
yeah, and then actually lately the Cubs have been turning the Cubs have been turning it back up, kind
Yeah.
of kind of like toward the end of April where they were they have been going on a pretty long I think they're like maybe 8-2 and 9-1 their
They're
last like 10
7-7
games or
in their
something.
last 10. They've
So
gotten 2
seven.
key pieces back. Justin Steele, the pitching staff. Cody Bellinger is back for that
Yep,
offense.
but tomorrow I think it's the Stroh show
Stroh
tomorrow.
show tomorrow. He's been
Yep,
phenomenal.
Stroh show against I think
Ground ball pitcher, Johan Oviedo.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, Oviedo tomorrow. Who I think the Cubs might have faced at least twice this year already. So they're pretty familiar
Yeah,
with
and
his
Oviedo was with the
stuff.
Cardinals before this year,
Yeah,
so
exactly. So yep, the
familiarity.
Cubs. Yep. So the Cubs are very familiar with him. I expect the Cubs to win by at least two or three runs, but I expect them to win that game. All right, let's do our picks to hit. And I see that you got the future rookie of the year and the potential MVP of the National
Oh,
League.
let's not go too far. There's a guy by the
No,
name of Ronald Acuna
I
Jr.
just
who's the second best player in the game, in my opinion. But
I just placed a bet on Corbin Carroll to win the
really,
National League MVP.
MVP. Hey, but Corbin Carroll, I mean, he's been phenomenal. He's got
Dude,
that
he's got
crazy
way more
swing
pop
where
than I like.
we
Dude,
kind of
he's got way more pop than
anticipate.
I thought he had. But
With
geez.
him, I think it's just the way he drops that bat head into the zone is so
Corbin
quick. He generates a
Corbin
lot of
Barrels, we
torque
call him.
and power.
Corbin Barrels, baby.
Yeah, I mean Corbin Carroll, CC. I mean, I think he was drafted like 16th or 17th overall. I mean, think about how many guys, how many people were drafted in front of him. I mean, what were these teams thinking? I remember when he was drafted, they're like, man, this guy is going to be such a good hitter. We didn't necessarily know that the power was going to be here, but I mean, he's just
Contact and
shown it.
yeah,
I
base
mean,
running.
he's going to be facing Colin Ray of Milwaukee. Ray is
Mid.
whatever. He's a serviceable pitcher.
Yeah.
But Corbin Carroll's been hot. He's gonna bat third in the lineup, so he's gonna get his fair share of chances to get a base knock.
Also, kudos to the Arizona Diamondbacks scouting department. Oh my God, we are so fun to watch again for the first time in at least 5 or so years.
Yeah,
It has
since
been
the Goldschmidt days.
yeah those days and also the AJ Pollock days, all
Yeah,
those days. But yep. Anyway, Tuesday, my pick to hit is that big boomer from Cleveland, Josh Naylor. Man, Josh Naylor has been heating up. I don't know what it is, but
he's just a good hitter. I think.
well, yeah. See, I mean, like last year, I kind of felt like last year he was trying to hit more so for power, and now
Yeah,
this year he kind of adjusted it to
he's a
more so contact, but
right.
but I mean oh my God, pretty much every baseball that comes off of pretty much every baseball that comes off of his baseball bat is hit at 100 miles per
Yeah,
hour
I
or
mean
over. So he's a hard hitter.
Oh, for
and
sure.
he will be facing the he will be facing the right-handed pitcher on the Oakland Athletics, Luis Tina, on Tuesday night,
Yeah.
and at Progressive, I believe.
Yep, it's that progressive.
So expect the home crowd to heat him up and get him
Oh
riled up
yeah.
that matchup. Josh Naylor, my pick to hit Tuesday.
Speaking of Naylor, I'm taking him on Wednesday again against Oakland against Paul Blackburn, who Blackburn was the
And
lone A's All Star. Like I like Blackburn. He's a decent like 3-4 pitcher
yeah,
maybe.
but see, anybody can freaking
But yeah,
hit that
speaking of
power
Naylor,
organization.
we were talking about the hard hit balls. His hard hit percentage this year, 71st percentile. He's a phenomenal hitter, and he doesn't strike out either. So he does. He is aggressive. He doesn't draw a lot of walks, so he's kind of a bad ball hitter in a sense. But he just doesn't swing and miss. He makes a lot of quality contact and hits a lot of line drives. And he's a big guy. He's 250 pounds, not even 6 feet tall. For him, just focus on making good decisions, and that power is going to come. And Bo Naylor is now called up to the Guardians. Their other younger brother, I believe,
Who
if he
struck
hasn't
out
already been
against Josh
drafted.
Rojas before he got optioned in Triple
Yeah,
A. How about
um,
that?
true. That's crazy. Yeah, Josh Rojas, who's arguably a better pitcher this year than hitter, which is crazy. Uh,
And also going back to the Arizona Diamondbacks, my guy Alec the
yes,
back up in the AZ, baby. Let's go. So
Alec
hyped about
Thomas.
that. I'm so hyped to finally get to watch him swing again, man. Oh my god, he is gonna be so much better now
Let me take a look at
after
his
that
numbers in the minor
option
leagues.
that I think came for him in the beginning of May
See,
or
in
whatever.
AAA, he's been batting 348,
Yes.
409 on base, 518 slug, good for 927 OPS.
That's more of like the Alec Thomas, that's more of the uh, Alec Thomas from the Al Carmel days here in Chicago.
Yeah, not only 3 home runs. I would like to see a little bit more power, but you know, um,
That'll get
that's
that done
that's
as
more
long with the
promising.
defense as well that they need out there.
Yeah.
But anyway, for my pick to hit Wednesday, I'm gonna go against your favorite team, the New York Mets. But
Oh, come on,
yeah, man,
boo.
Kyle King Tucker, Craven the Hunter, against the New York Mets and Trevor Metgill. Or
Tyler
Trevor
McGill.
Tyler, Tyler,
I think his
Tyler
brother is
Metgill.
Trevor.
Oh, okay, yeah, Tyler Metgill, who no matter where he's at, he's like a serviceable pitcher, but
Yeah, I think he's McGill's a
like
little underrated.
yeah, but right
He's
now
not like a great pitcher, but he's
right
good.
now I'm currently looking at that ERA. It's close to 5, so and then also I think Kyle Tucker career against Tyler McGill. I think he's hitting close to 400 in his career against him. So look for
He's actually never faced him.
oh wow.
Yeah,
But anyway, lefty
but I
against
mean I
righty,
like that matchup.
lefty
Tucker
righty. Kyle Tucker against
with
Tyler
Alvarez
McGill
out, Tucker's
in Houston
been
too.
batting like
In
third.
Houston,
Yeah, in Houston.
that right field pull side for
Oh yeah, that's a
the
good
lefty
good
hitters.
matchup for him.
Look for Kyle Tucker to pick up that hit against Tyler McGill Wednesday night.
All right, on Wednesday for my pick, I'm going with the Tampa Bay Rays. It's a early 11 a.m. Central game here in the
Wow,
Midwest.
shit, man.
It's going to be in St. Petersburg. Taj Bradley, the young rookie, who's
It's been
man, does
terrific.
he got really good stuff? If he could really hone his pitches a little bit better, and as that comes with repetitions in the
I
major
think
leagues. Uh,
his last game he had close to 10 Ks if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, I believe so. Bradley's good against Tyler Wells, who's been actually good as well. I mean, I do like the peripheral numbers look good too on Wells, but to me, I just like Bradley better. It's a home game for the Rays. They've been excellent at home. I believe the best team all season at home,
In
and
that quiet ballpark.
that lineup is.
It's like a
I really
freaking
like that lineup.
library down there in St. Petersburg.
I know, right? You could read and
You can hear the crickets chirp.
oh yeah, you could hear a pin drop. You could
It's like
read
the
without any
cowbells
distraction.
you can hear easily.
Yeah.
Okay, but for me, this could become as a surprise to some people, but for me on Wednesday, I'm taking the Seattle Mariners money line in the Bronx against the New York Yankees. Luis Castillo against to be determined. I think right now it looks like um, I don't know I don't know who it even looks like, man. That like
Yeah,
freaking like oh my god, that freaking like New York's pitching staff is like such a question mark right now with
yeah.
like
Right now it is
all
TBD
the
currently.
like all the like injuries to it and the underperformances,
One thing
but
that is good is Carlos Rodon, I believe, if he hasn't already, is making a rehab start in Double A.
that's good for the Yankees. But yes, but Wednesday I'm going Seattle in the Bronx. With Luis Castillo, one of the top pitchers in the Cy Young race in the AL, taking on the New York Yankees that night. With Julio is finally starting to heat up a little bit now, and then
Yeah.
I mean like Seattle just took 2 out of 3 from the Chicago White Sox. They're like like kind of like feeling like like confident now coming like
Yeah.
into New York, especially for the freaking New York Yankees who got swept by their arch rivals over the past weekend, the Boston Red Sox. Probably like
Oh yeah.
probably like I mean like probably like dwelling right now from that on themselves right now still. So look for the Seattle Mariners money line to hit Wednesday night against the New York Yankees.
What's crazy is that the Mariners lost that game against when with Lance Lynn pitching. He had 16 strikeouts against the Mariners, and ended up winning.
That's
It's
what
crazy to
happened.
see.
That's what happens when you freaking throw in Reynaldo Lopez in every game.
Yep, Jared Kelenic bases clearing triple. Yep. All right, so let's get into Thursday. I'm gonna
I swear
go.
to God, if freaking I see Reynaldo Lopez pitch again tonight, I'm going to lose it.
Yeah,
I'm going,
grateful,
I'm going to literally go outside
fire,
and grab a
grateful,
freaking boulder and throw it at my TV.
fire, grateful. That's gonna be what you're gonna be hearing at the G spot tonight. If
Yep.
that happens. All right, on Thursday, I'm gonna go with Austin Slater for my pick to hit.
Kind
He's
of
been
real
batting
glove.
leadoff. He crushes lefties. Blake Snell for the Padres on Thursday. Well, let me just give you some of Slater's numbers here this year. Um, Slater has been phenomenal. I was looking at box scores recently, and he's always in because Gabe Kapler. He loves the
Pinch
platoon. So
hit. Yep.
Jock Peterson's out
Platoon
against
pinch
lefties.
hit.
He doesn't even get a chance. But listen to this. So this year, Slater against lefties is batting 484, 500, 613, good for an OPS over 1100. So he's been batting leadoff, so he's going to get plenty of chances. He's a really good hitter against lefties. He's done this for years too, so this isn't like a fluke.
That's
Um,
that's a very good
and to
pick.
stick with the same game, although I'm taking Slater to get the hit, I'm going to go with the Padres run line. They should be the favorite team with Snell on the mound. The Padres are starting to kind of heat it up. With Gary Sanchez has been crazy surprising for the Padres. That's a under
He's
the
been good
radar
this year for
pickup.
like pretty much like every team that's like picked him up basically this
Yeah,
year.
well, he was with the Mets for a little bit, but I think they only gave him 10 or 15 at bats. It wasn't really enough to really.
Would you take him over Francisco Alvarez for
Definitely not,
this
man.
year?
Francisco Alvarez has been amazing. And Gary's not reliable behind the plate. Francisco Alvarez, sneaky good behind the plate. He's really worked hard on that. But I'm going to take the Padres run line. And I see that you got
I
another
got the
Padres
same
guy.
exact game. We got 3 out of 4 picks on Thursday from the same exact game.
Yeah.
I'm taking a former White Sox shortstop, Fernando Tatis.
White Sox minor league shortstop.
I I am always gonna call him White Sox shortstop because that's what he should have been. But
Yeah.
of course, Rick Hahn and Jerry are in the front
The guy
office.
who was
So
traded for James Shields.
yeah. Anyway, though, Fernando Tatis against um Fernando Tatis against left-handed pitching absolutely rakes. Like literally, like I think he's got a slug of about like 400 or over 500 over
Yeah.
against left-handed pitching. He has been killing the ball ever since he's came back from the suspension now, especially in June. He's you know he's really starting to
Yeah. He's
heat
finding
it
his
up
groove,
now.
man.
And man, is it a great sight to see at Petco and everywhere, man. But anyway, Fernando Tatis against lefty Alex Wood, I just like. I really love that matchup. When I
Yeah,
like first like saw like that like matchup on that like Thursday, I was like, okay,
yeah.
that's it right
Woods no
there.
longer even. I mean, he's the back end of the rotation at
I
best.
was well, okay. So actually, like I was contemplating him or Sander Bogaerts. It's just that
Yeah,
like Fernando Tatis is way hotter right
Tatis
now
has
than
been a
Bogaerts.
fireball,
So
man. And he
yeah,
bats lead off. He's got the swag. He's got the dance moves.
got
He's
everything.
electric to watch. I mean, I don't know if there's anyone more exciting
Yes,
to watch.
sir. And then I'm money line on Thursday. Come back to the Midwest. Thursday, June 22nd, I have the Twins money line against the Boston Red Sox. Joe Ryan against one of the Boston Red Sox starting pitchers. I love that already. Just hearing that, it's like Joe Ryan against Boston Red Sox pitching, one of like the worst
Yeah,
pitching staffs in all of baseball. I believe I believe that is in Minneapolis too. Yeah, so
yeah.
yeah, oh my God, Joe Ryan goes crazy at um uh Joe Ryan goes crazy at Target Field at home, and expect him to pick up that win against the team with, I believe, one of the highest strikeout rates in all of baseball this year in the Boston Red Sox. So look for that to be the Twins. Yeah, the Twins. The Twins money line on Thursday against the Red Sox.
All right, getting into the weekend, baby. Here we go. I'm gonna take
Yes,
the Mariners money on Friday. We got Cole Irvin going up for the Orioles, who remember was an Oakland Athletic last year, so the Mariners have familiarity. They've seen Irvin a few times, and he's going up against Logan Gilbert of the Mariners. That's Mariners should be the favorite there. I like the Mariners in that it is at Oriole Park at Camden Yards, but Cole Irvin is not really a good pitcher. Um, there's a reason why he was optioned to the minor leagues earlier on in the year. And Gilbert is a really good pitcher, young pitcher, still coming into his own. Although there's a lot of swing and miss with the Mariners, Irvin does not get swing and misses. So, I mean, they're going to put the ball in play more. They are already a team that hits the ball hard and have a lot of power hitters. Julio, Eugenio
Cal
Suarez,
Raleigh.
Cal Riley, the big dumper, Cal Riley, and Jared Kelnick. So
Toast
they
Car.
got, they got a lot of power. A guy that doesn't get swing and misses. I'm going to take the Mariners money.
Yes, that should be a good matchup. But I am going for, I believe on Friday, I'm going for one of the easiest for Friday. I'm doing one of the
The
easiest
cheap
picks
pick.
that day. The Tampa Bay Rays money against the Kansas City Royals against Zach Greinke, the old fart.
Yeah,
So
the old fart.
anyway, I'm sorry, Zach Greinke, but in Tampa, you are not going to like coming back to Florida for this, one time until, until basically until retirement. Um, I just expect Tampa Bay to rank all over
Yep.
Greinke. That offense is too good for that. Fucking 60, 70 mile per hour slow pitcher,
Yeah. I mean,
softball
did you
pitching
see? I was
Greinke.
looking.
So
Otani hit a home run against this slow, probably 70-mile-an-hour curveball, and it's like he just saw it the whole way and it was just boom.
yep. And then Tampa Bay has power all over that Tampa Bay
Yeah, and
lineup.
Zach
Ronnie
Eflin.
Diaz, Wander Franco, Randy Rosarino, Harold Ramirez, Isaac Paredes. I can just go all the way
On and on
down
and on.
that order. And yep,
And Zach Eflin going for the Rays. He's been sneaky good this year.
there's just too much power there without Kansas
Without the Pasquatch,
exactly without
Vinny
Vinny
Pasquantino.
Pascatino out the rest of the year. That's terrible news for KC. But I expect Tampa Bay to just rake and absolutely destroy KC on
Oh yeah.
Friday at the Trop.
All right, for my pick the hit on Friday, I'm going to go with Vladimir Guerrero Jr., probably one of the safest picks on Friday because it's not only at home with those fences that have been brought in and lowered, but it's against the Oakland Athletics. I mean, that's just going to be
Hey,
against Jamie
It's just
Caprillion
hey,
too.
do not disrespect the Oakland Athletics.
True.
They just came off a 7 game win streak last week, but that
Fair.
ended unfortunately. But
That will be their only win streak of probably 4 games the entire year. But anyways, Guerrero
3 games.
Jr. is still Vladdy Guerrero Jr. He crushes the ball. He's a beast. Pick him to get a hit on. Pick
Might be
anyone on
two
the Blue
games.
Jays to get a hit on Friday.
It might be 2 games actually, but anyway. For my pick to hit Friday, we are going to Miami, where that team has just been on fire. That ballpark's gonna get packed all week because of it.
Oh
And
yeah,
I think that Jesus Sanchez is going to get that feel off the crowd, the hometown crowd, close like his home country too.
yep.
But
It's a lot of Latin culture in Miami. That's what makes
yep,
it a great city.
Jesus Sanchez. Do not be surprised if he is going to be wearing that chain on Friday, home
Yeah.
run chain on Friday for Miami. But man, I just think that Miami's going to put on a show on Apple TV Plus against
Another Apple
Pittsburgh.
TV Plus game for the Pirates. Back to back games. Back to back weeks with that Friday Apple TV game.
That's who else is on Apple TV Plus this weekend.
I believe
The team with your hat you have on right
is it the
now.
Mets?
That's
Yeah.
against Philadelphia in
Okay, that makes
the
sense.
city of
City of Brotherly Love.
brotherly
Oh
love.
yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, Jesus Sanchez to get a hit Friday. We're also on Friday. I got a bomb incoming Friday. Uh, on Friday, I got I say um two of the top 10 hottest offenses in all of
Yeah. The
baseball
deepest
who are
lineup
going
for
to be
sure in
raking
Atlanta.
in one of the most home run friendly parts in all of baseball. I'm gonna go with Ozzy Albies against the Cincinnati Reds on Friday. That's Cincinnati Reds pitching staff with Hunter Green, as you said, going on the injured list. It's
Injured
gonna become
list.
even more. It's gonna become even more depleted than it
Yeah.
currently is right now.
Unless Andrew Abbott continues to pitch like an ace.
And also Ozzy Albies has been on a tear the past 2 weeks, raking, absolutely just raking. Every time I freaking turn on the Atlanta Braves, Ozzy Albies home run,
Yeah.
extra base hits, something like that. So I feel so on Friday night I feel a Ozzy Albies home run incoming on Friday
Oh
against the
yeah.
Cincinnati Reds. I'm sorry, but I know that you like that team, but I think it's gonna happen.
I like the Reds, but I mean the Braves team is so fun to watch too. I mean Michael Harris, who had a slow start to the
Oh
season,
man, I saw
had a
that.
5 for 5 game the other day. I mean that lineup does not quit. When you have the reigning National League Rookie of the Year batting ninth, you know that your lineup is
Yeah,
stacked.
I see that Saturday. You're going overseas to London for your
I'm
picks.
going
You're
down. That's
going.
why I had to choose one of those London games. Like what's a game that people are gonna watch? They're gonna watch that Cubs Cardinals game. It's in London. That's a lot of
On
fun.
Fox.
I'm going with the Cubs money. It's going to be Adam Wainwright is scheduled to pitch on MLB.com right now. Wainwright is, I think Father Time is caught up to Wainwright. The Cardinals have that weird voodoo against them. It's like they just got this bad magic. Marmol, I don't like him as a manager. I don't
Oh
care
no,
that like
he should be
Arenado and
gone.
Goldschmidt are have said that he's a good manager. I feel like they're saying that to be nice. Um, they got a long travel overseas to get to the game. Justin Steele, who's going to be making his second start off the IL, he's been
He's gonna be fresh.
all star candidate pitcher in the National League. Steele's a really nice pitcher. And also, I'm going to go with Ian Happ. I love Ian Happ. He crushes right-handed pitching. He's a much better hitter as a left-handed batter, being a switch hitter. That's going to be a lot of fun in London. I think the Cubs, they're getting their players back. We talked about Steele. He's going on Saturday. Cody Bellinger's back. I think this London series is going to juice up the Cubs, and they'll be able to win on Saturday.
Yes, sir. I do agree with that. But anyway, for my picks, I am going to be more diversified throughout the whole throughout the whole continental U.S. with my picks on Saturday. So my first pick Saturday, I got the Brewers money against the Cleveland Guardians at, I believe, Progressive Field.
Yep. Home game
Yes.
for Cleveland.
Yep. I believe it's a Tanner EB against Freddie Peralta. You said.
Yep.
Um, Even though Freddie Peralta has been struggling, Cleveland just cannot hit the ball out of the ballpark compared to compared to like Rowdy Tellez, Christian Christian Yelich, Willie Adames. I feel like Milwaukee is going to be raking at that Progressive Field poolside portions. And yep,
Oh yeah.
I just think that Milwaukee's going to have the upper hand on Saturday against the Cleveland Guardians. And then my pick to hit on Saturday comes, I believe, at Camden Yards. Yes, against the Seattle Mariners. I got Adley Rutschman as my pick to hit. Um, Adley Rutschman has been on fire lately as well, and I believe that pitching. I believe the pitcher for Seattle would either be Wu or Bryce Miller, if I'm not wrong. But yeah.
Yeah, I
So
believe so.
anyway, Rushman, I believe he is just man. Rushman loves to I believe hit like at home too at
Oh
Camden
yeah.
Yards. He just like absolutely rakes there in Camden, man. Camden, aka Rake Yards, literally
Well, especially for
2.0.
lefties and
Yeah,
with you talked about a right-handed pitcher going for the Mariners.
yeah. So expect Rushman to get a extra base hit or two on Saturday. And then let's go to the last day of the week, Sunday Fun Day.
Oh yeah.
Looks like we got a lot of run lines on Sunday.
Lots of run lines. Yeah,
And
how about
lots of fucking, AL West opposition going.
yeah, how about you start with your run line?
Yes, I got the Angels run line favored against the Colorado Rockies. I just think the Angels are gonna just, come in
Yeah,
there,
in
do their
course.
business at course where the freaking Angels have like one of like the where the Los Angeles Angels have like one of like the deadliest power combos in the whole entire
Oh yeah.
league coming in the course with Trout, Otani, Brandon Drury. Can we talk about that
Drury.
surprise for a
I feel like
second?
every time I look up, he's getting a big hit.
Even though Rendon went on the IL, they're really not missing too much without him. Still got Taylor Ward, company
Yeah.
coming into Coors and taking care of their business on Sunday early on. So I got the Angels run on Sunday.
Yeah, and then give us your hit pick as well, since mine is the same game. I went with that Sunday night game,
All right. Well,
this one game.
I am going two different teams in the AL West. My pick to hit is none other than Nathaniel Lowe on the Texas
Lots of Rangers on
Rangers.
this week's podcast.
Yeah, well, you know what, man? The Rangers have earned our and pretty much everybody's respect around the country. Bruce Bochy has done a great job with that team, and they are going into the Bronx and ending the playoff hopes of the of the
Of the Bronx Bombers.
of the well
Of the
of the
pinstripe
Crane
wearers.
Bronx Bombers. I just think that Dan Will's gonna have a field day. That pole side lefty.
You
in
get
the
a cheap
Bronx.
homer.
He will.
Hit a
He will
deep
get
fly
like
ball.
like honestly, I think that like he'll like homer twice at
Dang.
least this
That's
weekend.
Okay, yeah.
I should have had my home run picture, guys. Looking back
That
at
is,
it, but
yeah.
anyway, yeah. So I got Nathaniel Lowe as my pick to hit on Sunday against the New York Yankees, who are really struggling right now on the defensive side with their pitching.
Sunday, I'm going with that ESPN Sunday night game, another popular game, rematch of the famous 2017 World Series.
Yes.
The Houston Astros will visit Dodger Stadium. You know there's going to be a lot of trash cans being banged in that ballpark. Fans are going to have a lot of fun, jeering and booing Altuve and Bregman. The two lone remaining guys from that 2017 Houston Astro team. I'm going to go with Freddie Freeman to get a hit. For the Astros, it's going to be uh, Justin Verlander's clone, Hunter Brown, going. Freddie Freeman has been one of the best hitters in the game. He might be the best hitter if you take track record and look at everything in terms of contact, ability to hit the ball where you want, ability to also have power. Freeman picking him to get a hit, and then I'm going to go with the Astros run line. However, they are likely not to be favored. Hunter Brown is pitching for the Astros. Clayton Kershaw for the Dodgers. So I
Yeah,
believe that the Astros will either
Kershaw
win the
at
game or
home.
lose by one. I think it'll be a close game. Hunter Brown is surprising. The Dodger offense has been a little shaky lately. They just got swept by the arch rival, the Giants. Really bad series too. They lost that game 15-0 on Saturday. Um, Max Muncy's injured. That lineup just doesn't have the feel. On Sunday night too, they'll probably go with Austin Barnes as the catcher instead of Smith, so the lineup will be a little weaker.
Yeah, true.
So I'm going to go with that Astros non-favored run line, where the Astros will either win or lose by one.
Yep, that sounds about right. Yeah, man. Well, it looks like we got
Yeah.
another busy week of baseball right before the All Star break. It should be another great week, and as we speak, two games kicking off right now at this moment about the Tigers and KC Royals and the Toronto Blue Jays against the Miami Marlins just kicked off. Right now, we don't got any scoring in those games, but we do have one final score result. The Cardinals taking care of Washington. I believe that's is that a 2 game win streak for the Cardinals now?
Oh, let me take a look.
I believe they won yesterday, if I'm not wrong. But looks like
3 games in a row for the
three in
St.
a row.
Louis
Wow. Okay.
Cardinals.
Even bigger. John Birdie double just right now for Miami to put one runner on, and yeah. So right now we are up and running on this brand new week of baseball on Monday.
Yeah.
Double A betting. Andrew, Aiden. It's
Yeah, if
gonna
you
be
like our
another great
content,
week.
yeah, like and subscribe and tell us why the Rangers are the best and why the D-backs are the worst.
The Diamondbacks are winning the World Series. You can count on
The New
that.
York Mets.
Keep the receipts. Hold on. Keep the receipts in 1 second. Yes, sir. We are absolutely keeping those receipts, baby. We are keeping those fucking receipts. Arizona Diamondbacks win the World Series on FanDuel.
Preseason, I picked the Mets. It hasn't looked great, but
I picked the Padres too.
remember,
One of mine. So
Steve Cohen is the owner. He wants to win.
AJ Preller's also the general manager.
Not AJ Preller. He's the Padres. Billy Epler for the Mets.
Well, I'm talking about
Oh,
Padres.
the Padres. Oh, yeah.
I picked the Padres
My
to
bad.
win the
Yeah.
World Series.
Epler too will definitely make some moves, but yeah, thank you everybody for tuning in. If you like our content, make sure to like and subscribe and follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Double A Betting.
Let's talk about this clown.
Yep. All right, everybody. Have a nice week. We'll see you next time.
Yes.